Hi, I'm Joey, and today I'm going to show you how to make this gift card holder. So you need a piece of card that's 4.5 by 11. Eleven and a half actually. Then we need to score this. So we score this at 4, get it to the edge, go right on the edge, and we score it at 4, 5, 6 and 10. And then the same at the opposite side. So line it up again, and we need 4, 5, 6 and 10. Then we need to get the score tool. So now you go from these lines and score along each line, each score line. And then the last one. So then we take this and just reiterate these score lines. And the last one there. So what you will end up with, if you put your marks on the inside, then you won't get, you see them. Yeah. So that's what we want. So that's the shape. And you can see how that's going to be the front of the pot. Yeah. So what we need to do next is glue this. What you can do actually at this point is round your corners. So just push your corners in there and round those off like that. Before I go any further, I have actually got to draw a line, draw a mark 1 inch in either side, and then draw a line from that inch to the top crease. From that top line to your score line. So that's the pot shape. Then you could cut this on your guillotine, or you could cut using your scissors. So just cut along that line. So if you're worried about a little bit of that showing, just turn it the other way around. And then you know you've not got those marks showing. So you can see now that's your pot shape there already. So the next thing we'll do is cover this with the paper. So this is from the new succulent range. So I'll cover the pot first. You could do this with a wet glue. I'll do it with the tape so it's stuck straight away. Put your paper over the top. And then from the back, just cut this back. So that's the front of the pot covered. Yeah. And then the next bit is to just cover the flap. It's a shame cover that paper up, but I want a plain rim on this, so we've got to cover that up, unfortunately. You take that off and cover up the nice paper, which is a shame, but never mind. Give that a cut and then just cut round this. So that's the front of the pot made. Now the only place we glue this is 2 pieces on the side so that we can still have it so that it opens up and stands up. So for this, just need 2 pieces of double-sided, or again, if you want to use wet glue, in fact, I probably would use wet glue if I was at home doing this, but it just takes the time to just go off. So I'm going to use my tape. So just close to the edge. So just fold that in. And fold it in. And that's your pocket made there already. Yep. So that's the first bit done. So for the second piece, we take the piece of card that we had left and we're going to cut this to 6.5 and 2 3/4. So 6.5 and 2 3/4. And then we score this at the bottom. So I score it about 1 inch up. So I'll just mark that. And another mark there. I like the ruler upside down because it's got the cork on. I prefer to use the ruler upside down to score because it's closer to the paper. So just score this line in. Don't worry about the lines because we're going to fold that over so we won't actually see those marks. Now, I would definitely glue this with wet glue, but I'll just do it for quickness with a double-sided. I think it's more secure with a wet glue and you can get a finer line with it. So I definitely would use a wet glue for this. So just a little thin line either side. And that makes the little pocket to fit your card in. So just check now that this isn't popping out too much because we want, yeah, that's fine. So we want it popping out enough so we can put the leaves on, but we don't want it popping out too much. So I probably just will cut off a little bit just to be on the safe side. So now what I did with mine, I'd already pre-cut with my nesting dies. I didn't use the first one, I used the middle 3. So I just did a selection of leaves and then stuck them on here. So I think I did, yes. And again, you can use your tape for this. So I did one to the side, and then another one to the opposite side. And then I've got the blue one in the centre. Now, before I do this, what I was going to do with this one actually, before I do that, what I'll do is I'll put these in the centre because what we're going to do with the middle one, we're going to actually make that one 3-dimensional so that it hangs over the pot. So it's not, so it hangs over so it just looks better and it looks as though the plant's sticking out of the pot. So that's why I'd make that one 3-dimensional. So stick those there. And then the last one, I use my foam dots to attach this one. Don't put them too close to the bottom because you do want that sticking up so it goes over the edge of the pot. And then I would put that one slightly lower. There. and then just embellish it with however many leaves you want to, really. Just put this last one in the centre here. Maybe just a couple of little ones either side. Final one. And then for my sentiment, I used the tiny sentiment out of the freshly cut flowers. So I just got a tiny sentiment out of there and put that on the pot. So this was out of the little decoupage pack. And the main papers are from the succulent range, but as you can see, they all match together nicely. So there's my little card that you would put in there, and that hangs over like that perfectly, and it will stand up. Yep. There's the finished one. I hope you like the present. I hope you like the project.